Okay, so since y'all brought it up, let me ask you confirmations. Some people train. You should be training the more. You should be confirming the morning of. If you already have confirmed appointments, I mean, are you double confirming? At what point is it overkill?
Nope. One time, 15 minutes after by a manager.
So then, if you, I'm just asking. So you're telling me you set the appointment on a Tuesday for
Yeah.
It's the way
No.
I do it.
don't answer for him.
Flo's got a term for that, and it stuck when I first heard it. He said, you got to walk the dog. I mean, you got to touch that customer between Tuesday and Saturday at least once a day.
I
And
think that's overkill, bro.
All right. Well, let's look at his numbers versus everybody else's numbers when he gets to Brad's store.
You, because we have Shelby, and Shelby will sometimes, confirm it on through a text on say Friday, and then I'll call Saturday morning or do a video, and they'll be replying like, "How many times are you gonna? I've already told you I'm coming. How many times are you gonna ask?" So it's
You in,
really a slippery slope for me.
you insult the intelligence of somebody telling you they're going to do something.
That's what I'm saying. I only like.
You can stay in touch by saying, I checked my inventory this morning. Good news. There's the car that you're looking at is still here, and I've got a couple other options. See you at 5, whatever that is. But
Yeah,
you don't
let's
have
just
to call them every day.
My question is, do you know what word should never be used, Billy, when you're calling to confirm an
Confirm.
appointment? Okay, good. Yep. That is the last word that should ever be used when you're confirming an appointment. As a matter of fact, I just sent a video last night to all my managers about how to confirm an appointment because I don't think people, you might, I had two-way conversation, so I confirmed it. Yeah, but you pissed them off. Now they're not coming. They said they were coming to get you off the phone. You're an idiot and they're not coming. There's a way to confirm an appointment, no way not to.
R- Ditto.
it's an acronym. Thanks. Really, all you're doing is exactly what he just said. You're stating a name. I see you set us, some time aside with Billy. He's one of the best we have. I assure you, he's going to take great care of you. Time is of the essence. So when you get here, I want to meet you. Make sure that all your questions are answered. And we just do a great job of leaving you better than we found you when you arrived. Are you familiar with where we are? I'll send you a quick text message for our address at 9 o'clock. Again, I look forward to seeing you when you get here.
There, I just popped it to the top of the room.
Does anybody do like with those ones that are long, long out, right? If you have 4 or 5 days between the day of or the day before, you're saying looking forward to seeing you tomorrow with a text message type of situation. That's a soft reminder that is looking forward to seeing you tomorrow type of situation, like dentist offices or whatever. Anybody have success with that?
I mean, just ask yourself a question. When you get 45 text messages in the last week of your dentist appointment, 9 times out of 10, you don't do what? Show up because you're like, already know that, already know that, already know that, already know that. And then if something else comes up, guess what takes a back seat to your dentist appointment? You
One
actually
of
go
the
do it.
one of the calls or video, you can send a video also for one of the touches is I wanted to give you a face to the place, or I wanted to give you directions, or here's where you park, or something like that.
So my question, David, about appointment is, do you use the word appointment when you set the appointment? Do you say to the customer, I'd like to set an appointment for you to come in and test drive the vehicle?
We try to use get together.
Get together. Who do you set appointments with in your life?
Just had
Doctors,
surgery. Yeah.
Painful people. Painful
lawyers.
people. Painful people.
Yeah, I just watched it back. I wanted to make sure you tricked me. I don't know that I used the word appointment. but I know I shouldn't if I did. So thank you for even making me think about it.
No, I mean on the front end when you schedule the appointment. Well, one
Right.
of my one of my goals is to move the relationship down a funnel, and the funnel is from formal to familiar to friendly. And the faster I can do that with the customer, the more likely they're going to show up. The better the visit's going to be, the better the relationship. But if I keep that relationship formal, hi, I'm Tony Thorstad at Smart Motors. How are you today? That relationship's going to always be at arm's length.
Well, that's a transaction, not a relationship, Tony. Hires from people they trust, they like. So people they trust, like, and love, they get together. I don't make an appointment to go see my dad. I want to go see my dad and my brother.
Exactly my point.
Well, we're stretching now a little bit because you were focused on the one word. Now we're kind of encompassing the entire script.
It depend on who's confirming the appointment. Like, the salesperson who's had multiple dialogue, is he confirming the appointment after they made the appointment? And okay, and the sales manager that's calling, they've never spoken to this person before, so the tone and I guess the words that you use are going to be different than the salesperson used. Yes.
I'm not sure who you directed that to, but I was going back to listen to see if I said the word. Uh,
I would say that they all need to be complementary of each other. I mean, they're obviously going to be different because you don't necessarily have the relationship with that person yet, but it's marketing 101, right? The message has to be the same.
Well, maybe here's a question. Okay, what percentage of the confirmed appointments show? Be,
Should
because if you're
be.
confirming appointments
70%.
and they don't show, maybe you need to change up your script and do it. If you have a high level of show rate, then maybe you're just fine. Keep doing what you're doing.
The sweet spot is 80%, in my opinion. And that's based upon over 40,000 appointments.
is that
80%.
your number or is that the industry number?
That's my number based on 40,000 appointments over 11 years.
Yeah, that's a good number.
Talking about phone skills in some of my training groups, they're talking about some guys will say, I never want you to say, I'm just checking in with you to see how your car search is going. What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's a dumb thing to say. I agree.
Yeah, I've been saying the same thing for years, David. You're not just doing anything. This is an important conversation for you, the sales professional, as well as the customer, to ensure that the customer's needs are being met and that the salesperson is doing everything that they can to ensure their success. It's never just. When you say just doing anything, you're making light of it and it's not important.
There's three things that I've trained last week to all the companies that I work with. And it's number one, never say, is this Tom? Number two, oh, here comes my puppy. Oh, my puppy tried to jump on me. The next thing I would coach everybody that would listen to never say is, how are you today? And then the third one is now a good time? If you're saying those three things when you're calling people, you gotta stop. It's the craziest three things you could ever say.
Did I reach you at a
All right,
bad time, David? Did I reach you at a bad time?
so David, if when they follow that guy up,
So it's situational, right? When you came in on Saturday and you drove a car. Good. And then did you get numbers? I mean, these are some of the things that we would need to know. And if you came in on Saturday and I don't call you to Monday, you probably don't deserve the deal. There should be a same day call. You guys are probably closed where you are. A next, a three. There should be a video walk around of the car.
Yep.
Something I forgot to point out. I don't know if I said, and maybe you did point it out, but you knew the customer got excited about it. I can't remember if I showed you this. It's a little 30-second video of, gosh, this was something that I should have mentioned or talked more about. I hope I did a good job explaining it. It was really my pleasure being with you on Saturday. I'm grateful for the time you spent. I did some more research. There's some more money for your trade. I just found another one with less equipment for less payment. I mean, it's got to be situational. It can't just be a Barney call. Thanks for coming in. Sure did have fun with you. No, it's got to be to move the deal forward. That's the reason for the follow up.
So that that post visit video is so powerful. When they leave the dealership to go think about it, they're going to go meet with somebody, their spouse, their attorney, their neighbor, who knows, and they're going to be starting to tell this person about the car they're interested in. Wouldn't you rather be the salesperson in their pocket with a video so they can show their attorney, their neighbor, their wife the vehicle they're looking at? Don't let that person be your salesperson. Let the video be your
It can't
salesperson.
just be a
So what do
Barney
you say in
call.
that video, Tony?
Hold on. It can't. You can't just skip right over that shit. It can't be a Barney call. I'm stealing it.
That's ancient. Stop it.
I stole that.
Yeah, that's Alex's. I like you. You like me. Call.
It can't. You can't just skip right over that shit. It can't be a Barney call. I'm stealing it.
That's ancient. Stop it.
I stole that.
Yeah, that's Alex's. I like you. You like me. Call.
So Tony, what are you saying in that video?
Well, I'm recapping what they told me, right? Obviously, I'm going to thank them for stopping in, but I'm going to recap in that video what they told me, what was important to them about the car, what they liked about the car, the fact that the vehicle's available right away. And then I'm going to also encourage them to show it to their wife, their attorney, their neighbor, and invite them back in.
See, there are two schools of thought to this. I'm sitting here playing it over in my head, doing like role plays, right? And I've had multiple people train me, but I know my boss, it's his store, his name's on the building. Hey, thank you for calling Sansone Junior's Keyboard Killy. Billy speaking. How may I direct your call? That's it. How may I direct your call? That's how we answer like random calls. You know what I mean? To come up. But I'm sitting here thinking that like I listen to most of my people's calls start with I'm just following up, and it's disgusting. It's awful. I gotta stop that. I gotta stop
Well,
that.
Billy, you
That's
just did two. You did an incoming, and now
I
you're
did.
talking
I
outgoing.
realized that as I started talking, it's two different scenarios.
They're both important. I mean, and whatever PSC 3 says, right? That's it, the king makes the rules. So if that's the way he wants to do it, I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with it. I just think there's other ways. That's what I love about our industry. Look at Roger and I. We damn near don't agree on anything. I'm just kidding. I love Roger, and we do agree on most things. But that's what I love about this business. You don't have to do it one way to win.
I, I also did the wrong word track. When I am making an outbound call, he does like us to ask, "Did I catch you at a good time?" And I'm gonna
You got to
actually,
stop that stupid
I'm,
shit.
no, because I was taught before that you're basically you're asking for the first objection. No, I'm with my kids. No, I'm at work. Just steamroll that shit.
Well, let me ask you this: if I called you up, Billy, what's going on? It's David. I guarantee you're gonna be thinking, David, who? Remember, I got on. I don't know if I said this in here, but I got on an email chain that I wasn't supposed to be on, and they used the name David, and I'm like, well, it has congruent on it, which is Paul J. Daly's company, and I'm like, well, maybe Paul wants my help, and so I jump in and start playing along. I don't fucking know. And next thing you know, I'm answering questions and they're asking me more. And then it turns out it was a different David from a different state in a different dealership. But if they would have said, "Is this, hey, did I catch you at a good time?" I'd be, who are you? Hey, can you help me with this? Who are you? But they went right into why they were reaching out to me, what they needed from me. So if I called you, Billy, and I said, "Hey, is this Billy?" You'd be like, "Oh, shit, here we go." Right? Or if I called and said, "Hey, how are you today?" You don't give a shit how I'm doing, so don't ask me. Or if I called and said, "Is now a good time?" You'd know those three things would start me off way behind the starting line. So, but on the reverse of that, Billy, Hey, it's David. You're gonna be thinking, David, how do I know David? David sounds familiar. He sounds nice. I'll talk to him. And then I dive right into why I'm this. I'm so excited that I got a hold of you. Here's what I wanted to tell you, right? And you go right into why you called. Big difference in those two experiences.
Called me the other day and it went to my voicemail. And if anyone's ever heard my voicemail, it's a very boisterous Billy Sherm-esque voicemail. And he
No way.
actually, yeah, and he actually says to me, Billy, on Saturday morning, you're gonna see a call from me. Do not answer the phone. I'm playing your voicemail to my entire team because they need. He goes, I was driving half asleep. I heard your voicemail and it woke me up and I got focused. I need my salespeople to show that kind of energy even on their voicemail. So that just popped in my head. He literally just had this conversation like 2 days. How that energy.
What's your voicemail say?
Oh my! It's hey, Billy Sherman here over at San Antonio Junior's Keyport Key. I cannot get to the phone, but you know what? I really appreciate you reached out. Why don't you give me a call? Somewhere around that baseline. But I'm very, very excited. Like, when am I not excited? Last night at 7
Oh, stop it,
You,
Billy.
based on
You got way more energy than that.
based on the fact that most consumers are not ever picking up the phone, I don't see a lot of training on leaving the perfect voicemail. And then also understanding that people aren't listening to voicemails, they're reading the transcript. So does anybody have any high level
Me.
great voicemails like in the first I would think the first sentence or two, because there's so many spam calls that people are never picking up numbers that they don't recognize.
Yeah, that's leaving a voice. There's an art to leaving a voicemail, but I'm talking too much, so I'm just going to listen.
So why wouldn't you do a double dial?
Dial. Boy, I got in trouble for that. 10X Maniac, when I brought that subject up with the Enterprise BDC, they just thought that was just the worst possible idea anyone ever came up with. He, as Billy would say.
You know, I did find out yesterday that and I don't know if this young man was right. One of my clients said you can't triple dial; it's against the law. I'm like, I don't know about that. It could have been him not wanting to do it. But has anybody ever heard about a triple dial or quadruple dial being against the law?
I call BS.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I was thinking.
Well,
But go.
the first call you ignore. Then the same number rings again. Now you're curious. The third one, oh my God, it's my kid's school. I need to pick this up.
No
Well,
doubt.
whatever happened to taking a checkup from the neck up and step zero? Does not apply as well when you're leaving a message, having a confirming an appointment. I mean, all that should come into play.
Does anybody have the service that displays your business name on the smartphone when you call?
Everyone should
Ryan
have
Nash
that.
does it. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, we don't. Does everybody else?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm going to buy the one that says my kid's school calling.
That's funny. You know, one of the things that I feel very passionate about is the way we leave voicemails. So, Brad, I'm glad you brought that up. But one of the things I know for sure, without question, does not work is the give me a call back 555-426-9254. Call back at 455. Like that. If first of all, doing that,
No.
you might you might as well just go back to school and get yourself a different career. Because if you're leaving voicemails asking people to call you back, and I'm going to say something very mean, you're a dumbass, or nobody's taught you any different. Because that is not ever going to work. Go ahead and do that to 10,000 people, Tony. How many callbacks you going to get?
0.000000000.
And
Hey,
no
David,
wonder
don't
why
worry
people
about
get
calling me back. I'm in
disillusioned.
between customers. I'll reach out to you later. Thanks much.
No, here's what you can expect. Yeah, absolutely. So here's what you can expect, Tony. I'm bummed I didn't get a hold of you. When I hang up, I'm going to send you a text message and an email. If for some reason we don't connect this afternoon, I'm going to call you before I go home tonight. And that's it. There's no give me a call back shit. That's worse than Barney.
But don't worry about calling me back, David. I got you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
I always have a dream of testing. Don't even answer the phone at the dealership and just have a message. Due to our overwhelming response to our Black Friday event, we are unable to come to the phone. Please just come in. No overnight camping. One per customer. And see how that converts compared to the terrible way we answer the
No, that's
phone
how you
now.
get 100% show rate.
I love that, Brad. I'm going to try that. No, Henry would kill me.
That sounds like a ringless voicemail to me.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
About our BOGO sale.
Better than
I tell people when they ask me, so what do I need to bring to buy a car? Just a big old smile and a pen. Let's go.
Come on, you got the pens. All they need is the smile.
You saying about the voicemails, leaving a voicemail with call me back versus what?
um, Telling the customer what to expect. The call me back is worse than Barney, is what I was saying. So if I left a voicemail for you, it would sound familiar. I would sound familiar. I'm just calling from ABC Motors. I have a big special happening this weekend. Give us a call back.
Wah,
That
wah, wah, wah.
Alex, it's David. So sorry I didn't catch you. When I hang up, I'm going to text you and email you. And if for some reason we don't connect, I'll call you tonight before I leave. Right. Or and put a call to action in there, put something in there about why you're trying to get a hold of them. But never ask for a customer to call you back. That's my strong opinion.
Absolutely. You know which one? I have so many, but one of my favorite ones is, "Hey David, it's Alex from Furman Chevrolet. Call me back, please, ASAP. It's really important. It's about your Tahoe. Please call me back, buddy."
Yep, perfect. That's the kind of thing. I don't Yeah, I would love to do a beta, an A/B test to see if you called and said, "I'm calling about your Tahoe. I really need to be in touch with you. Don't worry about calling me back. I'm going to call you I'm going to text you when I hang up. I'm going to email you, and before I leave today, I'll call you again. It's that important we connect." Um, I would A/B test that, Alex, and see how much better you get back because the guy's going to answer your damn call or he's going to text you back. You're going to make contact with somebody that way. But asking somebody to call you back or training 100 people to leave a phone number in a way that somebody could actually hear it and then call you back or call from one number and leave a different number for somebody to call back, they ain't calling back. Statistically, they're not calling back. And I
No,
just want to
they're not.
increase the odds.
Yeah, no.
Well, in my opinion, it's the worst thing in the world you can do. I mean, why are you trying to transfer your responsibility to someone else versus moving the deal forward, setting expectations, and letting them know what's going to happen next? It just, I'm befuddled why people still call me. I mean, it's in emails, it's in text messages. Uh, you know, ah, the shock, here's a shocker. You're not the most important thing in their life, but they need to be the most important thing in your life. Can I get an amen on that one?
Amen.
Amen. Yeah, but I think I heard somebody on your call yesterday. I had a lot going on, David. But something about follow up is just terrible. Or maybe it was on this call. I can't remember. And man, it is. It's bad. It's just, man. It's first of all, it's non-existent, and when when it's there, it's very inefficient because, or not productive because it's just not done right. It's just like you said that the typical call that people are just gonna, and think about it nowadays. You're even in more trouble because I don't know about y'all, but my phone gives me a text of whatever the voicemail was left. So if my text says, "Hey, just wanted to call to see how everything's going," shoot, I'm deleting that message. You follow me? But
Yeah, I asked that question, but there's not a lot of training on giving good voicemails, especially now that no one ever answers the phone. So you really have to have a good first line. So when people are reading the transcript, they don't just swipe and delete it. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think the important thing is that today's guest, right? They connect with faces, not templates or calls.
Yep. Pictures worth 1,000 words, videos worth a million.
I mean, don't they connect with value more than anything? Is that, if you're scrolling through, I mean, we're getting programmed, right, to scroll through TikTok or Instagram. You used to be like, here are the 5 top tips to buy when buying a vehicle, right? Make sure that or trading in your vehicle. And then you click through those funnels, right? And you gain a massive amount of value, and then that person converts into having the actual conversation. So if you're not providing value to the customers, like, there's no reason why they should engage with you.
Yeah, but seeing it's different, right? Seeing it. Like the first thing Derek did that he didn't even know he did, that a salesperson did when I sent in my shit to get credit pulled, was while he was with a customer, walked up with his phone and shot a video of a motorcycle that was badass in 1080p and sent it to me within 3 minutes. That's the lockdown.
But I mean, let's look at it like this, right? You had that conversation, right? But to build trust with somebody, you give something in exchange, right? And that exchange is value. You say, hey, if you're in the market for looking at your vehicle, and that may be your equity list, right? If you're in the market and if you want to find out if you have equity in your vehicle, you do these top 5 things, right? And then it says, or you can go to our website and
But
find
you're
out the
talking
value of the vehicle.
like
So you add that value, you add value immediately having the conversation. That's what I'm saying more than anything, because you and Roger already have a conversation, right? You guys are with you and Derek are already friends, right? You guys, there's already trust there, right? So give something in exchange to be able to receive something.
But I never seen the bike. Whether it had value in Derek and our relationship with friends, I still hadn't bought one from in over almost. It's been we've been talking about this for over a year, right? So I still have not. I didn't have any value because I didn't have a video of what I was even about to purchase because he's in Louisville, Kentucky, right? I'm in Georgia. I can't just roll up to Ohio and look at the actual bike that I'm buying. Sure, I could go to a Harley store. It ain't my bike.
Trust them though.
He brought it. He brought it to me. He brought it to me, real life, instant, within 3 minutes. Like that is a different.
Of zero of trust. There's trust there. And however you create trust with your customer, and the usually the easiest way to do that is to create value first. Give them value.
but John, wouldn't that create value? So take away the relationship. That lead comes in. The question gets answered, right? And you get a video of whatever it was you inquired about. Before my people are blowing you up asking for appointments and all kinds of other crap, right? They're providing value right up front, right? So take away the relationship that Roger and I have, make that any lead that comes in gets the same thing. And doesn't that do exactly what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's exactly an example of what that would look like. But it's like, how do we lead with value first, more than anything, to build that trust? Because the transaction with the dealership is already highly skeptical,
Well,
right? There's already so much
isn't
skepticism already in giving that transaction.
isn't the easiest way to build value just to answer the damn question that the customer asked on their initial?
There's experience of what was it, the F-250 that you were trying to look for, calling 16 dealers is appalling. That's insane.
Yeah, try it. Do it yourself.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think like David said, multi-channel is the way. Of course, we all know that. Obviously, like Roger said, video is three times. You're gonna get 3 to 5 times more replies when you just take a minute with your phone and do a 12 to 20 second video. Hey, this is John at from a Chevy. Wanted to put a face to the name, show you the exact Traverse that you asked about. You're gonna love it. Of course, that's amazing, right? But then also, I think it's more than that. It's that same day persistence without becoming annoying. Somebody's unmiked. Um, first follow up in 5 minutes, and then your second follow up in 30 to 45 minutes, and then your third follow up in in 90 minutes, and then your fourth follow up in the evening. I mean, it's give them a reason to re-engage, It's that rule that I go by. Never just say never never ever say, hey, just following up. Instead, always give them some value, to your point, John. Like whether it's price drop or new incentive or new arrival or do a vehicle walk around video or trade appraisal update or hey, there's more vehicles available or end of the month, end of the day urgency, or I don't know, anything to build that value, and just having a structure for follow up, a roadmap for our teams. I don't think that's something that most people do nowadays, which is crazy because that's what we're in the business of. Follow up, man. Come on, your day one, what does that look like, right? Hit it hard. Your day two, the three touches, right? Your day three, the two touches, the the AM value message and the PM call, and most stores quit on day one. Let's be real.
Well,
I mean, we
listen,
can sit here and talk about it, but I mean, reality is most people are not doing this. And then the CRM notes, that's your insurance, right? That way nobody's guessing. No, I think I call them. Every touch is documented like a bank, everything like a bank ledger, everything's there, right? It's and follow up is until the the customer either buys or what. Come on.
well,
Be,
I
be,
think t- you got to understand today's buyer, and we're treating them like 10 years ago buyers. They just want a few things, bro. And if you figure that out and how to deliver it is where you win. Derek gave me really 4 or 5 things, right? Because I want speed, transparency, personalization, and frictionless communication. He delivered all of those things all within 5 minutes.
Roger, let me ask you
That's
this.
what made the difference to me, bro. Think about it: speed, transparency, personalization, and frictionless communication. No one ever called me. It was all done through video, and it was done fast as shit, personalized to me, not a back and forth 35 opt-in text fucking messages from 8 different people. And when the first 3 didn't reach me, 4 more reached out to me in a different name.
What does speed tell you as a consumer
The give a shit,
or
the
lack
give a
of?
shit meter is there. The importance is there. Tells me a whole lot of shit. The value of me as an individual is at the top of their list, and it's a priority.
So you just reminded me of an acronym I have to share with the room. Is gas. You know what that is? You gotta have gas. Yeah, you gotta have give a shit. So the give a shit meter. But if I inquired and I wanted some information on something and it took you 2 hours to get to me and I'm your next paycheck, what's it gonna feel and be like after you get paid for my business? Like if you don't have speed and intensity and a give a shit matter before you get paid for me, how the hell are you gonna treat me after? So I call it the loose ball drill. Who's responsible for a loose ball on a basketball court? Does anybody know? Does anybody follow basketball?
Everybody.
Everybody. The water boy, the kid that'll never get in a game, the assistant coach, the clipboard person, everybody, not just the 5 guys or gals on the court. It's everybody. It's got to be the same thing for a lead. When something hits our ecosystem, it has to be like a foreign object in the body. Everybody's got to be like, hey, loose ball. There's a lead in the queue. It's 30 seconds old. Let's go. Who's got it? And when we start treating our opportunities like that, everything will change. That's my opinion.
It also translates to competence, David. That what that speed is that a highly competent team is a team that is fast, that is transparent, that is clear, that has done this a million times, and just the sheer momentum of the process working accordingly, like removes all that friction.
Yeah, that's why everybody needs to be aware because there's no way one. I'll give you an example. I walked up to and she is awesome. She averages 20 cars a month. She's got great NPS. Customers love her. And I walked up to her and Alina, I shouldn't have said her name. You you failed the first mystery shop ever. What was going on? And she said, "Well, I know, Dave. I was with a customer." And I said, "Well, What do you mean you were with a customer? Yeah, I was with a customer and I wasn't able to see it. So naturally, I get all the managers together and I talk to everybody about. Hold on a second, whose lead was it? Well, it was in Alina's name, but whose lead was it? It wasn't Alina's lead; it was our lead. And our job as the leaders of this store is to make sure if she's out of pocket or unavailable and that lead's in her name, we reply what for her in 2 minutes. So I just don't think that we're even paying attention. In most cases, we look at a virtual showroom up like they're not even real. We would never let a customer walk around the showroom for 40 minutes until Alina became free. Are you freaking kidding me right now? And until we change that in our environment, we're gonna suck on the internet, in my opinion.
Amen, my friend. Yeah, there's people that just want this, just want that. But there's people that do want certain things, do expect, and they look at it as, to someone's point, as they care. You know, you could have. I mean, think about it. Think about an old vet, a military veteran, the guy with the hat, the Vietnam vet, and he's coming in to looking for a maybe a traverse for him and his wife, and they're gonna take their grandkids on a couple trips, and they're gonna go visit family out of town. What does he expect for follow up and process? Or think about, a single mom buying a car because she just went through a divorce. What does she expect? Everybody's different. Everybody's different, you're right. So it's not just, oh, it's this way. It's just understanding customers and knowing what they want, giving them what they want, and the way they want it. And I think it's just, at the end of the day, a great salesperson knows how to communicate with people and knows how to read people. I was online yesterday, in line for barbecue for freaking 3.5 hours, which it wasn't even that good. I don't know if that it was worth it, but it was the experience. But I sat next to people from Canada, from Ontario, and man, in 3 hours, shit, I can tell you everything about them, and they can tell you everything about me. They wanted to get in the best restaurant in Austin, Red Ash, and I even made reservations for them. I called for a favor, and I got them in, which was awesome because it's hard to get in. But man, we got to know each other. Man, we got to know each other. That's what it is, right? Salesmanship. You get to know people. You get to know people. So that's one thing we fail to do, is that we think, oh, it's this way or it's that way or it has to be this way. It's just getting to know people and understanding where they're at. Meet people where they're at, man, and give them love and kindness, and boom, booyah, or kaboom, shakaboom, whatever.
I say boom,
Shaka
baby.
boom.
Shaka boom.
What the hell was that?
Great.
That's an AFloism.
But it's true, right, D? I mean, think about that, man. If think about your best car deals. I mean, we've all been doing this shit for a long time, and we can sit here and try to figure out what is the way. The way we sold a lot of cars when we sold cars is we connected with people. We made the connection. Once you make a connection, it's all over. I tell people this: look, when you're on the test drive, what's your number one goal? Does anybody in here know?
Mine is to have the emotional purchase take place
Yep,
with the
yep.
consumer.
Take mental ownership. I like that one. That's number two on a Family Feud.
Emotional, not mental.
Good.
Take emotional
Yeah, yeah,
ownership.
yeah. Of course, emotional. Yeah, sure.
Make it
But
fun, make it fast, make it easy.
that's number seven. Okay, answer. But good answer, Steve. Okay,
For
number
me, the
one.
number one. What?
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Steve. We're playing Family Feud. That was the number seven answer. Okay, the number
For
one. The
me,
number one answer.
Make a connection.
ma-
Yeah, that's it. That's it, D. But how do you? That's it. That's it. Common ground.